Hey, how you doing? Austin Hilton here. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Again, I apologize, guys, for not coming to you sooner. But as you guys know who are regular fans of my channel, by the way, thank you for your support. You know that I'm in Vail, Colorado on a family vacation, and my son has been playing in some lacrosse tournaments. So he played from this morning until about early this afternoon, and it's just taken me a while to get back to the hotel and get to where I could do this recording for you. So with all that said, we're going to talk about what is going on with Shiba, and we're going to talk about the fact that we want answers, okay? We want answers to really the four biggest catalysts and events out there. Okay, what are they? We've got Shibaswap. We want answers around that. We're going to talk about that. We've got Coinbase Pro / Coinbase. That's 2 and 3, but really 2. And third thing, Etoro, which is starting to potentially be a new exchange we're going to go on to. And then the fourth is Robinhood. Those are the major catalysts that we've got out there. And we're going to talk about those and the fact that we want answers to what the heck is going on with those catalysts, right? So we're going to talk about that. All right, let me turn that volume up just a little bit. And I apologize for all the noise. If you guys hear any noise in the background, I'm on the second floor, and there's a walkway down here where all the restaurants and bars are, and shops and things. Okay, so Shiba, let's take a look at it, and let's look at the chart and look at it in the context of what kind of is the next things that's going to be coming. And I'm going to put this line here because I've got more touch points. Now we've dipped below. That's not exactly straight, and because I'm using the cursor on my computer, and it's not. I don't have a mouse this time, but we've got the beginnings of a pretty decent sideways consolidation channel. And I realized that we did bounce down into the 5.7s. I view that as a buying opportunity. Let me show you something similar. Doge looks very similar in that the fact that it's starting to kind of trade sideways. And the overall market right now, guys, is a little bit flat, if not coming back. Now, we've had some pretty major catalysts, bad catalyst this past week, week meaning like past 3 or 4 plus days. We had Bitcoin drop down into, I believe it touched 28,000. Ethereum is still below 2,000. And I think that we're going to continue to kind of stay here. I've talked about this the whole time. If you're talking about kind of the overall state of the union as it relates to the overall crypto market, I think we're going to continue to see some pressure. We're going to continue to see some downward pressure on the overall market that does impact Shiba. Okay, so let's talk about SHIB, and let's talk about what are the major catalysts and the fact that we want answers out there. Okay, number one, we've got Shibaswap. Now, I did a video yesterday, and I linked out to it, and I'll even drop the link below to SHIB analyst video. If you didn't see this, this video is where he is doing a Shibaswap tutorial. It's really the closest look that we've had as far as kind of where we're at with Shibaswap. Secondly, related where we're at with Shibaswap is we've got CertiK was going to do an AMA today. I believe that got pushed. I'm not sure. I've been out all day today. I either got pushed till later today, or I think it may have gotten pushed till tomorrow. And they were going to do, CertiK was going to do an AMA, Ask Me Anything, specifically around Shibaswap. So the long and the short of it, guys, is this is a major, probably the major catalyst that we really want answers to and that we don't have right now. And I think that it's going to take a little bit of time to get those answers. And number one, here's where I firmly believe Shibaswap's coming. I'm not concerned that it's vapor, that it doesn't exist. I fully believe that it's on its way. CertiK wouldn't be doing a AMA and Ask Me Anything if Shibaswap wasn't in the process of being certified, right? So, I mean, my point to you is that I think that one's going to take a little bit of time. And from a we want answers scenario, it is what it is right now, and we're in kind of a holding pattern, which frankly is kind of applies to pretty much all of the major catalysts, right? And again, I apologize if you're hearing any noise, but I'm trying to talk as close to the microphone as possible. Okay, so the second answer that we want answered is obviously Coinbase Pro, right? And so there's been no new information come out from Coinbase regarding the, quote, technical issues that they've experienced related to bringing Shiba onto the Coinbase platform. Now, I want to deal with something head on here, guys. I've had people comment in my comments below my videos that says that they're really not gonna bring Shiba onto their network. Guys, seriously, I mean, that's not if you're thinking that, you need to stop, because number one, they wouldn't have made the announcement and they wouldn't have gone public with the fact that they want the trading volume for Shiba on their network, on their exchange. They wouldn't have done that, okay? They legitimately, I think, looked out and said, wow, we're going to experience a tremendous amount of volume. They might have gone back and looked at the volume that happened with Dogecoin. I'm talking about the trading volume, okay? And they might have said, whoa, we need to build out some infrastructure here. We need to get some kind of, maybe we need to get some more servers and things like that, right? But if you're sitting there freaking out because you think that Shiba is not going to be put onto, if it's not going to come onto Coinbase, then you need to stop, because that's just not reality, okay? And it's one of those things, guys, where you need to kind of take a breath. I've said that a few times. You need to take a breath and go, okay, you just kind of got to chill and wait. It's coming. Coinbase Pro and then Coinbase. And when those two, when it'll be Coinbase Pro first to come onto their network, and then we're going to kind of bide our time just a little bit, and then they will bring it onto Coinbase.com, which is where the vast majority of the trading volume will come, because most people don't use the Coinbase Pro, the professional version. Okay, so that's the scenario where we want answers to that major catalyst with Coinbase. Those are the answers we have, and that's the situation we have, where we are in a holding pattern, waiting for, quote, technical issues to be resolved. And from a we want answer standpoint, it is a situation where we've got to I think that they're building out their infrastructure. Okay, now, third catalyst that's out there, Robinhood. Here's where I think Robinhood is. I think that Robinhood is looking at what Coinbase is doing, and I think Robinhood is quietly, potentially layering in potentially more server architecture, more back-end computing power, if you will, right, to handle the volume that they're going to see when they bring Shiba. You guys got to understand, Coinbase makes money when you buy and sell. Robinhood makes money when you buy and sell. Do you genuinely think that they do not want that volume? They do not want to make money on those transactions? Of course they do. They want to make money on those transactions. So they are going to bring the most popular cryptocurrency on the marketplace right now onto their networks. Period. End of story. It is just a matter of time until it all kind of gets rectified and it gets put into place. Okay, so that's Robinhood. We've had the biggest petition ever put in front of change.org. Robinhood knows it. Coinbase Pro beat them to the punch, guys. Coinbase Pro beat them to the punch. Nobody was expecting Coinbase to come out. As I said, nobody was expecting Coinbase to do that. And so Robinhood, you got to believe that they're over there freaking out, guys, that they're in the situation where they're trying to do everything they can to catch up. Because, again, I'm going to say this again, guys, they want that trading volume. Robinhood wants that trading volume. They know it. They need it. They make a ton of money off of buying and selling of crypto. And so they want the largest, really, frankly, the most popular, cryptocurrency there is, which is Shiba right now, to be on their network. And the fact that Shiba has gained that much credibility and just so solidly started to knock down the major exchanges, as far as the exchanges wanting, to carry Shiba, is truly a testament, guys, to just how big of a deal this is, right? And I think that I just want to continue to remind you of that, continue to keep you aware of that, and and just because that's really what I want you to focus on, is that all of these catalysts are huge. They're massive. It took other cryptocurrencies like Doge a long time to get onto these major exchanges, right? And we haven't even talked about the fourth major catalyst, Etoro. We'll talk about them in just a minute. And I want to keep reminding you of that. And I want to remind you of something else, is that we didn't even have Coinbase Pro, wasn't even on our radar. Coinbase Pro wasn't even there, okay? And so don't take these things for granted, and don't just kind of go, oh, okay, Coinbase Pro, great, put it in your pocket and go, okay, what else next? You got to remember, guys, that it takes a little bit of time to get all these things kind of rectified and moving forward, and just getting all these things, in the correct, where everything works, okay? Because the biggest problem here, guys, is if Robinhood or Coinbase or Etoro, doesn't matter, brought Shiba on, and then immediately their servers fail and things like that, it's a much bigger problem than if they deal with the quote technical problems up front, which is building out infrastructure and all that computing power and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's talk about the fourth major catalyst, right? And that one is Etoro. Okay, now Etoro has put out some cryptic kind of messaging that says, quote, we hear you and we're working on it. Okay, have they specifically named Shiba in that regard? No, but I firmly believe that that's what that is. Now, I'm guessing here, okay? Now, I apologize, and I've been out all day, and guys, I literally walked into my hotel room and grabbed my computer, started recording, so I did not check this out. And so you don't flame me in the comments below, but if Etoro did make some kind of announcement today that I didn't know about, cool. But if they didn't, and because of their very kind of cryptic kind of messaging, it would seem as though Etoro is going to be bringing Shiba onto their network. And why wouldn't they, right? I mean, the major public kind of every man and every kind of everyday man and everyday